What's up, everybody? It's Alex. Terrific Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. 2021's been a crazy year so far, hasn't it? It has, I would say. Last month and a half has been weird for me, at least. Just going through some personal stuff. But besides that, it's alright. Just another year, I would say. No matter what people say, there's always going to be some things that go wrong in a year. So there's going to be things that go well in a year. It's just, we're only we're not even 3 months in. We're 2 months in a couple days. And people are saying 2021 is going to be a really bad year. It's not how you start, Once wise man told me, it's not how you start, it's about how you finish. So I think people should stop giving up on 2020 already. We're only in March. Let's simmer down there. I still think it's gonna be a great year. Besides that, I hope everybody is doing great. We're almost to hump day. We're almost there. And besides that, I don't think anything, I hope everybody's having a great day. I know my podcasts are typically in the later evening, so some of you guys may not be able to hear it till the next day, when that's fine. But, still love talking to everybody. Still like hearing comments about what I should do and things I should talk about. Because, it's a primarily, the podcast is primarily a sports podcast. But I'm okay with, talking about other things. Not really politics. You get me on politics, I'm completely lost. I don't really do politics at all. And I don't want to I don't want to make anybody mad about my views or, because I really I care obviously, but I don't want to express mine, But yeah, if anybody ever has any suggestions on what I should do to talk about on the podcast, I'm all ears. I've always said, I am brand new into this game of, I guess you can put me in radio show, I guess, or I guess radio talk show. I'm new to this. I didn't even take a class in high school to do this. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to college. I just thought, I like to talk sports. But there's a podcast, that's gotta be a way I can do it. And, I'm probably not gonna make it, big or anything, or maybe if it did, it'd be freaking amazing, but, just taking this little by little. I'm not really cared about, who views my podcast or how many views I get. I just do this just for fun, just to pass time by, talk to people. Hopefully I can get some interviews in and talk to people, and then I can put on the podcast. It gets kind of boring talking by yourself, but we'll see. But like always, let's dive into some basketball. Alrighty. I don't remember who I predicted to win yesterday, but I know I got the 76ers, yeah. The Bulls did not win. Shocker. Mavericks did beat, I don't remember. Yeah, and I predicted the Jazz to beat the Pelicans. Pelicans won. Picked the Nets. And then I picked the Cavs. And then, yeah, I think I lost 2 games. Or 3 games. The Mavericks. Jazz, the Bulls, and then the Hornets, yeah. But I don't really have the great of memory, so there are only 7 games tonight. Oh, leading off. Games at 7 o'clock. Grizzlies versus Wizards. I think Grizzlies. I think Ja Morant playing. I would assume so. Yeah, Ja Morant's playing. He should thrive against the Wizards. But then again, he's going against Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, so maybe it'll be a close one. I'm going to go with the Grizzlies, though. Clippers, Celtics. on TNT. I'm going to go with Clippers. Celtics have been struggling. I know they've won a couple games recently, but they've been struggling. They're 17-17. They're 500. Clippers are, people forget how good the Clippers are still. They're still amazing. They're 24-12. Kind of like, I wouldn't say underrated because they got Kawhi and PG. But, ever since last year they lost in the semifinals of the playoffs, no one really talked about them. Everyone kind of just threw them down. But, hey, that's still a team. Still a really good team. So I'm gonna take the Clippers in that one. Hawks, Heat. Probably go with the Heat. Yeah, I'll go with Heat in that one. Pistons and Raptors are canceled. Yeah, because the Raptors, COVID, I believe, hit them hard. Yeah. Knicks, Spurs. Ooh. Spurs are 17-13? Wow. I'll go with Knicks. Not really choose Knicks typically, but they're playing well. I can't hate on them that much. They're playing really, really well. And as much crap as I give Julius Randle, he's pretty good this year. He's balling out. I'll give the Knicks a nod on this one. Nuggets, Bucks. Ooh, that'll be a good game. Bucks. Yeah, I'll go with the Bucks. They're at home. They play better at home. I'll give the Bucks. And then the night game, last game of the night, Suns, Lakers. I'm going with the Suns. Yeah, that's my upset of the night. Suns are going to beat the Lakers at the Lakers. At Staples. Booker and CP3, I think, are going to be too much for them. LeBron might be out. And Kuzma. So if LeBron's out, then yeah, they're going to win the Suns. Or they should at least. Let's look at the standings. Gosh darn it. The Bulls they're falling out. This is when we typically fall. This is when the Bulls go like, we're going to get in the playoffs, and then we're not going to be in the playoffs. We do this every year. As a Bulls fan, I'm used to it. But they're the 9th or the 10th seed right now, so, they're in it. Only half a game out from 8th place, so we still got a chance. Once we get the West, Jazz, Lakers, Clippers, Suns, Trailblazers, Spurs, Denver, and Golden State. I love how everyone was doubting, even me. They doubted the Warriors. They doubted Steph Curry. Who wouldn't? They don't have Klay Thompson. Everyone thought Klay Thompson was going to come back this year. And then, unfortunately, I think he tore his ACL again. Or he had some kind of injury in the practice. And it's just sad. Klay Thompson is amazing. Oh, but yeah. I'm very happy to see the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs. And you never know. They might upset somebody in the playoffs. You never know. You never know. I saw other things about the NBA. I saw that Nate McMillan is replacing Lloyd Pierce. So, and I guess Lloyd Pierce encouraged that they got McMillan. Is that what I'm reading? Yeah. So, it's good to see Nate McMillan. He was a pretty good coach for the Pacers, I thought. So, hopefully gets them in the right direction. But that's about it for NBA. Guess we can go over some trade deadline things. I don't even know who's on the trade block, but I can go over some people that I want to get traded. A couple people. First of all, I want to see DeMar DeRozan get traded. I think they are still in the playoffs. No, they're not. I don't think so, at least. Oh yeah, they are in the playoffs. But I would just I don't want to see him on San Antonio, I want to see him back in Toronto with his best friend, Kyle Lowry. Even though, the year he got traded and they got Kawhi, they won championship. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, that was just a fun duo to watch. And they were funny off the court too, but I guess if they're in the playoffs, the playoff run, hunt, and you can't really want to trade him, but other people want to. I want to see Blake Griffin get traded. I mean, he's like demanding a trade right now. I just like to see him on a Lakers, or go back and reunite on the Clippers. You know, try to get him a ring. He deserves it. And think of other people. Do we think Bradley Beal should get traded? I think he. Here's my own question. I think everybody wants him out of Washington, but not him. You know, he's really, really loyal, and that's what that's. I hate when people go chase or ring chasing, and I know I just said go get Blake Griffin a ring, but that's kind of like ruin the league, in my opinion. Yeah, it's cool to have like a really good team, but like, just build your own good team like they did back in the day. You know, I don't want to see. You know, yeah, it is fun to watch really good teams. Yeah, it is. It brings more viewers, but you know, if you look at it, now teams are creating super teams in other sports, and it's coming from the NBA. And so, I think it's just ruining the league. But I'm glad to see Bradley Beal. He wants to stay in the Wizards. Everybody outside of Washington wants him to get traded because everybody wants to go see him do good on another team. But, you know, if he wants to stay in Washington, you know, so be it. I want to see him get traded. I'm part of the group, but I will never be against someone being loyal to a team. Never. I think that's cool. Like Dirk stayed with the Mavericks the entire time. Kobe, he stayed with the Lakers the entire time. Who else? Oh, Tim Duncan, he played for the Spurs the entire time. And that's cool. That's what you want in the NBA. Stick with the team. And I know that's a business, and you might want to stay with the team your whole career, and then they trade you away. That's heartbreaking. But if you had the choice, if they wanted you, you know, to be a franchise player, stay with them, you know? Build a team around you. It's kind of what Phoenix is doing right now, right? You know, Booker, everybody was dogging, you know, get Booker out of Phoenix. Well, then they got CP3. Now they're in the playoffs. They're a 4 seed. You don't have to just trade someone right away, you know. And that's the thing about the Bulls, you know. We're kind of building a team around Levine. We got a good one with Kobe White. Patrick Williams will be, you know, he's only a rookie, but he'll develop. And they got a young big man down there. They got Gafford, and then Wendell Carter Jr. They're just young. They're little kids still. I mean, besides Zach LaVine, they're little kids. So yeah, we're building a team around them, but I don't know. I just don't like. I like super teams, but then I don't like super teams. I just wish that we could just build teams around one player like they used to. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments on what you guys think about people getting traded. And then we can talk about it tomorrow or whenever we get to that point. All right, next on the schedule, I got IU basketball. Let me tell you about something about being an IU fan. It sucks. It sucks. We did so good early February. And then we fell apart. Yeah. We've lost 3 out of the last 4 games. And we won 2 of the last 5. 1, 2. And we went like 3 and 4 in February. We were doing so good. We lost our crap Michigan State team. We did Michigan State's on a roll a little bit. But IU plays Michigan State tonight. 8 o'clock on the road. Big game. IU wins this one. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, obviously, with IU. But if we win this one and we win Saturday against Purdue, you know, That's going to look really good for IU into the Big Ten tournament. Kind of blew it by losing to Michigan State the first time. They say if we would have won that game, then we would have been guaranteed lock. But the way we've been playing, man, it sucks being an IU fan sometimes. It does. It really does. I think if we don't make the tournament this year, we got to move on from Archie. I mean, he's got three Mr. Basketballs in Indiana the last 3 years and hasn't made it to a tournament not once. Now, granted, they would have made it last year if it wasn't for COVID hitting. But, still, we haven't made a tournament with him. And then we got to the NIT one year with Romeo, and we lost. And even win it. So, yeah, I think that if IU doesn't make tournament this year, we move on Archie Miller. As much as I like Archie Miller, and it's not really his fault. I mean, it is his fault. He's a coach, but when you look at it, Big Ten's tough. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3. We got four ranked teams in the 25. I mean, not 6 teams in the top 25. The Big Ten's tough. It is. It's always gonna be tough. But if you're a good coach, you can win those games. And give him credit. He has won big games. He beat Iowa. He beat Iowa twice this year. So, I don't know, man. IU's got to win tonight. They got to win this week. They got to win tonight, and then if they don't win against Purdue, they're be really close. So, we'll see how the night goes. Tonight will determine a lot of things, and if he don't make tournament, I think we get rid of Archie Miller. And then we go find a new coach. Now, if there's talks about Brad Stevens might be, getting fired from Boston, or they're parting ways. Why don't we bring Mr. Brad Stevens into Indiana? I mean, he coached at Butler, took him to a Final Four. Twice. Once, he knows how to coach. In big conferences and big games, bring him here. That's all. I mean, only if he's available, obviously. But, yeah, I really would like to see Brad Stevens get here. Or even Steve Alford, former IU player, former national champion. Something. We got to do something for him. But that's about it for IU. Not much to talk about there. Not much. NFL. I saw J.J. Watt officially picked number 99. Which I think, it's one of the ones he wore that in Houston. So, I wouldn't have guessed anything else. But not much NFL going on right now except for J.J. Watt. And I'm glad to see that J.J. Watt is back with D-Up. I am. I'm glad to see he's back with D-Up. Now, wouldn't it be crazy? I saw a post, but wouldn't it be crazy if they traded, what's it called? Or Deshaun Watson to Cardinals for Kyler Murray? Wouldn't that be insane? But I don't think that would happen. I don't think that would happen at all. It would be kind of funny. Texans messed up. They've messed up the last couple years. But, I'm not a GM. I would never be a GM. God, no. But maybe it's harder for them to make a decision than us as normal people. We look at that and why would you make that decision? But maybe, there's just things behind the closed doors that we don't know. I mean, I'm still going to give him crap for trading DeAndre Hopkins for, who's that running back they got? Or David Johnson? Really? In a second-round pick for D-Hop? Top 5 wide receiver in the league? Really? Come on now. Get your head out of your ass. That's just plain stupid. That really covers up for sports for today. I know I talk pretty fast. I don't like to keep you guys going on forever. There's gonna be some things changing up with the podcast. here shortly. I'm thinking about doing Instagram lives or even YouTube lives and just doing with a face cam and still talking like I normally do now, just doing it live. And because what I'm doing now, I'm recording it and then I am putting it out there for you guys on YouTube. What I'm thinking about doing is, doing a live video on YouTube or Instagram and, interacting with you guys. Maybe it'll be a little bit longer of a podcast, and that's fine. But hopefully, that's a thing I want to work on in the future. I'll still do what I'm doing right now and recording it and put them into a YouTube video. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about the Instagram live and any other ideas that you would like me to do. Besides that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow's hump day, halfway through the week almost. But besides that, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.